Welcome from the Hood Rat Trap. This is not financial advice, but we are having a conversation about finance. If you want financial advice, go to a registered financial provider, and yeah, people who have qualification for that. But let me tell you something about a value chain. A value chain is important for when you want to start business, man. We want to begin because you want to know where you want to plant. You're also trying to plant your production, your capital, your seed capital. You also want to figure out exactly how much profit is made generally in that particular sector and where the biggest markets are. It's great to know your value chain, who the biggest customers are, because remember, value chain where you're standing doesn't have the same customers. Chocolate as a fruit, it doesn't have the same customer as chocolate as a bar. So who you are selling to, how much you are selling to, the prices it goes for, the margin is also different. Where will it travel to? Which countries have the biggest demand? Those things will be determined by value chain. So when you out of your 15,000 rand save 10,000 a year, um, and after 10 years you have got, what is it, 10 times 10, your nice 100,000. You can take your nice 100,000 and invest it somewhere. The reason I'm saying 10 times 10 is I assume that you didn't put it in a fixed deposit or do anything with it that would make it increase in any way whatsoever besides save it for 10 years. So you have 100,000, which is great. It's like $50,000, slightly more than $50,000, and you want to invest. It's actually enough money to buy a house in some places. So you want to invest now. You want to go into business. Now, is it going to be best for you to just buy product with your money, put that product in a store, sell that product, or do you want to buy machinery with your 100? Sometimes you can buy machinery. Let's say you want to go into clothing. The machinery isn't as expensive as if you want to go into making steel or making gold ingots. You know what I mean? It's not the same pricing for it. So um, where in the value chain you lie will determine how much money the entry barrier is, and also the kind of margins you get, and at the same time scale, whether you have to by the nature of the value chain go global, or is it possible for you to service local. Usually retail is focused on local, and usually the production primary sector is focused on global, because production I want to maximize and I want large numbers. And with retail, I do want to maximize and I do want large numbers, but I can deal with the business's expenses based on a lower break even point than with um, the primary sector. And also, the margin is slightly larger, usually, or for most in products in the retail sector. All customers as a whole put together, those guys are not part of the value chain. Those guys are who the value chain caters to. You see what I mean? So if you're just a consumer, you're not value chain, you're a person the value chain is for. So think about those kind of things. That's just a general concept so you can pinpoint your location in the business by thinking about value chain. I don't know if I'm going to speak more on it, but it is a pretty important piece, understanding the value chains. Do more research on that. You'll be pretty happy you know and understand what you're doing. Stay out of the hood rat trap. Peace.